All right, next up, I'm doing Cincinnati at New Orleans. I think this was a show out game for Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase coming from LSU, playing in their home college town. Uh, Joe Burrow showed up in a Jamar Chase jersey, which was, I think, pretty epic. I'm a big Joe Burrow fan. I believe in the type of player he is. I love his cool, calm, and collected personality, but he at the same time he's got a lot of swag. He's confident. I love Joe Burrow. He's definitely one of my favorite, probably a top two or three favorite quarterback of mine currently. Um, they beat the Saints, and I didn't know. I thought this was kind of a prove it game for the Bengals. They've been kind of sketchy these first few weeks, and they've been making me nervous on how lethargic they've been playing with on offense. Jamar Chase hasn't had a great year so far until he played the Saints. Um, their offensive line wasn't really playing well at all. That wasn't allowing a running game, but they came through. And the Saints, I mean, they are one of those teams that are just a quarterback away from being a really good team. Joe Burrow passed for 300 yards, three touchdowns. Jamar Chase, seven receptions for 130 yards and two touchdowns. Joe Mixon actually had a good. I mean, he only had eight carries. They were gunning it a lot, but he had eight carries for 45 yards, which is 5.6 a carry. Uh, as for the Saints, they had Taysom Hill didn't have a big of an impact, but he as last week, but he had 40 yards rushing and he attempted a few passes, but I think with them having Michael Thomas out, Chris Olave out, I think that really limited them. I think the Saints offense actually has potential. It's just you gotta get the ball in the really good players' hands. And I mean Alvin Kamara got 19 for 99. That was probably the main reason why they had 26 points in the first place. Andy Dalton, the mediocre day, 7 for 32, 162 and a tud. Not gonna get it done if you're in a shootout. Even with the running game, you still lost. But man, I'm really high on the Bengals going forward. I think this was a really really good win for them at New Orleans. Jamar Chase had a huge game. This is his first big game breakout. This is gonna, I think, um, relieve some pressure on the stagnance they had in their offense. Joe Mixon having a high rush yard per carry, and obviously I said again, Jamar Chase having that good of stats. I think that they're on the uptick for sure. Uh, I think that they could probably win the division. Baltimore's looking worse than I expected. The Bengals are on the uptick. Steelers are pretty decimated right now, and the Browns. I think this is a. I think they're fighting for a wild card spot. I don't see them having more than 10 wins. Nine probably at the most, to be honest, with the Browns. I love their running game. I love their overall team, but Brissett being, I mean, Deshaun Watson not coming back to the 12th week, and he's not going to have time to gel with the team. So uh, I do like the Browns, but the Bengals have the best team. This is what they've been supposed to been playing like this entire year, and they finally broke it out. Let's see if they can keep it up because if they do, they are a very fun team to watch.